So this is Marissa's jacket. I hope you enjoy watching the process of how I created it and how it turned out. So this is my daughter Marissa's jacket that I made. It's her journey jacket. I chose this black velvet blazer, and it has these intricate, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's got like an embroidered with black thread sleeves, humble sleeves. So I thought it was just very pretty. Just totally her style. She loves Victorian and Shakespearean swords and just all of that kind of stuff. So I wanted to make the jacket different so that it reflected her style and her personality. So instead of a ton of patches like I did for the other kids, I chose to do a lot of pins on hers. So you have a cross pin with pearls and chains and some pearls and chains, and then these little pearls and diamond pins, a little bow, and then you kind of have this crown and royal looking charm. I added in she worked at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo, so I found one of her old pins and I added that in there just as a little something extra. But she just recently played Lady Macbeth, and so the royal crown is significant, so that is on this little pin, and just the overall look of all the pins I thought was very regal looking. Down here you have another royal looking patch, and it has the crown as well. So that was kind of playing homage to Lady Macbeth, and also just Europe. We've traveled a lot, and I thought it looked very European. And then this one has a sword because, like I said, she loves swords. This one I think represents the Three Musketeers. That was a very significant role that she had in college, and so I definitely wanted something to represent that. She was Constance, and it has books, which she loves books. It has quills, sewing spools. She loves to sew. Just overall, the whole look of it was totally Marissa, so I had to have that patch. And then you move to this side and you have the fleur-de-lis. She loves the fleur-de-lis, very Shakespearean, and it looked like a royal symbol. And an M. Funny story about that is she was just in Macbeth, and my other daughter, Paris, her twin sister, created the program and the photos for the play, and she created a font and it almost matches this M exactly, which is so funny because I already had this patch. When I saw the program, I was like, oh my gosh, that matches. That's so cool. And then down here, you have the claddagh. We visited Ireland a couple years ago, and Marissa and her boyfriend both bought rings that matched, that had this symbol on it. So I got one that was in gold because I thought it matched the overall look of the jacket, and it's just a cool symbol to represent that trip, and it was a very fun trip for all of us. I have this support local libraries, public libraries. Marissa had a job at the public library over the summer, and she just fell in love all over again with books and libraries in general. So that symbolizes that. and libraries are very important to her. Reading is very important to her. When she was very little, before she could even talk, she pretended to read books, and to this day, she's always reading a book. She's very well versed and loves any books. So that is for that. And then you have the word showman, and that represents she is an acting major. She is getting her Bachelor of Fine Arts in acting, and she's had a very intense program. It was very hard to get into. And so that represents that, but it also represents this senior year, they had Hugh Jackman come and visit the campus, and it was a very big deal. No one knew he was coming at first, but Marissa did know because the actors were told, and she was asked by her professor to perform for Hugh Jackman. She was the first performer. She got to perform Shakespeare for Hugh Jackman probably about 4 different times. He would give his critiques and she would redo it, and he loved it. He told her afterwards she got to meet him, get her picture with him, and he told her it was just beautiful, beautiful work. So that was a very significant thing for her this year. And yeah, just so cool. So he was in Greatest Showman. So I put that word on there just as a symbol of that visit and how special that was for her. And then on the sleeve, I put this patch. It says Shakespeare since 1897. I thought that was kind of funny. Marissa is a huge Shakespearean fan. She loves his work. She loves all of the plays. She's been in a lot of them, but she has studied the language. She has studied the dialect. She just immerses herself in Shakespeare all of the time and just loves it so much. So that was for that. And then on the back, I chose this. It says, "What's done cannot be undone," William Shakespeare. And this was a quote that she just recently said playing Lady Macbeth in Macbeth. It was her final production at college, and she was just stellar. The performance was amazing, and she did such a wonderful job. So I wanted to add that to the back. I also put a red rose, and I think it just makes the jacket so cool and so unique. But yeah, hopefully that will remind her of her final performance and how well she did. So I wanted to add something really special to Marissa's jacket. And anyone that knows Marissa knows that every evening, no matter what she's done throughout the day, she has to have her downtime. She loves her downtime. She loves her comfortable clothes. So she will go home, she will put her PJs on, and she will pop a bowl of popcorn and crack open a Coke every night. That is her routine. Everyone knows it. All her friends know it. Anyone that knows her knows it. And it's kind of a joke, but it's just her thing. So I wanted to put a little something in the jacket, something that's kind of fun. So inside, I put her popcorn and her Coke. It's hidden, but it's there. And I hope she loves it. And it gives her confidence and uniqueness as she goes out into the world and starts her adult career. I can't wait to see the productions that she's in and the work that she does going forward, because she is an amazing, amazing actor. And I'm so proud of all the hard work she has put in, and she has grown so much as a performer. So I am so excited to see, and she knows this, and I've told her a million times, but I will always be there for every performance, and I am her biggest fan. So Marissa Drew Fan Club, right here. So you guys, today's the day. I'm so excited. I get to head down to my kids' college and give them their journey jackets. This is Marissa's. Of course, you had to have Hugh Jackman on there. He was a big part of this year.
Hello. Hello.
I stopped your Instagrams.
I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
These are called journey jackets. They have some memorabilia from...
Sarah put a lot of work into figuring out what you would like.
Oh
Hopefully.
my gosh.
Hopefully.
Back of mine.
And I literally had that sewn on, and you posted your Instagram with that quote, and I was like, yes.
Where did you find my zoo pin?
In your room.
Oh, gee.
In your room.
Oh, wow.
Another little thing that I did was I wrote each of them a letter, and I slid it underneath their jackets. And basically it just says, you know, wherever you go next, just know that we are proud of you and congratulations on your graduation. And just letting them know that they can add to the jackets as their journey continues after college. They can collect patches wherever they go, and they can add them to their jackets. So yeah, I hope they like them. These kids are so special to me, and I just want them to know how much love they bring to my life, and hopefully they feel the love that I poured into these jackets. I'm just so proud of them.